Hello, today is the 28th of April 2020. Hoy es 28 de abril del año 2020. Today you guys are going to be doing the vocabulary sheet that goes with our story from yesterday titled Good Ideas. Okay, so we're going to find the words back in the story and talk about them one more time. We talked a little bit about them yesterday. Okay, but then we're going to come back over to this worksheet, which you guys have done ones like this before. Okay, and I will read the words many times. Okay, I'll make sure you can keep up with me. And then I'm going to be reading these definitions a lot. Okay, so keep up with me, follow along, and we'll do this together. Okay. So first, we are going to look back in our story, Good Ideas. If you see, I've got some yellow marks, some underlining of words. I did this to mark our vocabulary words. Okay, so the first word that I see is up top. It is flower bed. It says, let's make the flower bed look prettier. Now, do you remember what a flower bed is? We talked a little bit yesterday. A flower bed is a space where you can plant flowers. Okay, it's going to have dirt or soil. Remember, we've talked about soil and how plants need soil or dirt to grow. Okay, so it's going to be this space that has soil where you can plant flowers so they can grow to be pretty. Okay, that's what a flower bed is. As we go down a little further to the third paragraph, it says, we can dig up the weeds, Heather said. W-E-E-D-S is weeds, okay? What are weeds? We talked about it yesterday. Weeds are like wild plants, okay? It's plants that are found everywhere that we didn't plant in the flower bed or garden, but they're there, okay? So they're wild plants that grow pretty much everywhere. It's not something that we want to have in our flower bed. They're not pretty usually. Okay, so weeds are wild plants that grow all over. Okay, another vocab word that we had was idea. Okay, the very next paragraph, paragraph 4, it says, Noah nodded his head. Good idea, he said. Now, the word idea in English is very similar to the Spanish word. The Spanish word is idea, okay? So idea is like a thought that you have. Ooh, I have a good idea. Remember, it's one of our nouns. A noun can be a person, place, thing, or idea. It's something that we think like, ooh, it would be a really good idea if we went and played dodgeball. Or, I have a good idea. Let's make pastelitos for lunch. Okay? An idea is a thought that you have in your head. Okay? Kitchen is our next word that we come across, and it's right here. It says, Heather drank some of her water. Then she set her glass down. Now let's make the kitchen look prettier. Yesterday we talked about kitchen too. Do you remember what a kitchen is? In Spanish it is cocina. And in a cocina or a kitchen, what do? We cook food. Okay, so it's a space to cook food. That's what a kitchen is. Just like a cocina is un lugar donde podemos cocinar comida. It's the same thing in English. A kitchen is a place we can cook food. Okay? As we get further down to the bottom, we've got the word garden. It says, one of their good ideas says, Heather and Noah cut some flowers from the garden. Now, a garden is similar to a flower bed, but they're not exactly the same. In a flower bed, you only put flowers. But in a garden, you can put fruits and vegetables. You might put flowers, okay? You can grow all kinds of things in a garden, okay? So that's the difference between a flower bed is a space with soil to grow flowers, and a garden, it's also going to have soil, but you can grow flowers and vegetables and fruits, all different kinds of things. That's a garden. Okay. And then our last word that we talked about yesterday also is vase. Okay. Remember it said, then they put the flowers in a vase on the kitchen table. Now, if you remember yesterday, I pulled out our blue bucket to show an example. It's a container where you can display flowers. You can put those flowers in the container to display them so that people can see those flowers, okay? So a vase is a container to show flowers, okay? So we're gonna come on over here to our vocabulary worksheet. Okay, it's 6 words. It's the words that we just talked about and found in our story. Okay, so number 1, the word is flower bed. Flower bed. Remember, that's the space with soil where you can plant flowers. Number 2, garden. Very similar to a flower bed, but you can plant fruits and vegetables and flowers, whatever you want, lots of things. Number 3, weeds. Remember, weeds are those wild plants that grow in your garden or flower bed that you don't necessarily want. You want to pull them out. Number 4 is kitchen. Remember, cocina? It's that place, that space where you can cook food. Okay. Number 5, vase. Vase. Remember, a vase is a container that you can show flowers in. And number 6 is idea. Remember the good thoughts we have, the good ideas. Okay, so we've got flower bed, garden, weeds, kitchen, vase, and idea. Now we're going to work a little bit backwards. I'm going to read the definition, and I want you to draw that line from the definition over here to whichever word it goes with, okay? So this first definition says, wild plants that do not belong in a garden. Wild plants that do not belong in a garden. Those things that we don't want in the garden. Sometimes they're ugly or have espinas and we don't want them there. What are those wild plants? Is it a flower bed, a garden, weeds, kitchen, vase, or idea? Draw your line from wild plants to whichever one it is. The next one says a plot of soil where flowers are grown. Plot is like a space with soil where flowers are grown. That part of our word is in that definition, okay? Where is a space of soil where flowers are grown? Is it a flower bed? Has the same word. A garden, weeds, kitchen, vase, or idea. Draw that line from the second one to whichever definition it is, or whichever word it is. Okay, the next one down, that third dot, says a room where food is cooked. Where do we cook our food? What is that called in Spanish? It's cocina. What is it in English? A room where food is cooked. Is it flower bed, garden, weeds, kitchen, vase, or idea? Draw a line to the right word. The next one says a thought or a suggestion. A thought or a suggestion, okay? This is the fourth dot. Is that a flower bed, a garden, weeds, kitchen, vase, or idea? Draw that line. All right, second to last, it says a piece of ground where you can grow fruit, vegetables, herbs, or flowers. A piece of, a piece of ground where you can grow fruit, vegetables, herbs, or flowers. Remember, we had 2 different spaces. One was for different things and one was for the same. So which one was for fruits and vegetables and flowers? Was it a flower bed, a garden, weeds, kitchen, vase, or idea? Which one was it? Draw that line from right here to whichever one it was. And our last dot down at the bottom says, a container used to display flowers. Remember, display is like to show. Okay, a container used to display flowers. You're going to draw that line. Is it flower bed, garden, weeds, kitchen, vase, or idea? Okay, if you need to hear one again, go back in the video and find that place. All right, I hope you guys did well. I hope you paid attention and learned some new words. Good luck, and I will see you tomorrow. Goodbye, guys.